Today's video is a special one, dedicated to the age-old wisdom that we've inherited from our grandmothers. We're about to dive into the past to bring back 15 golden money rules that Grandma lived by. Rule 1. Coin jar savings. Our first lesson revolves around the simple concept of a coin jar. Grandma didn't just discard her spare change. She'd store each coin in a jar, and once it was full, deposit them into her savings account. It's a seemingly insignificant way to save money, but it accumulates over time. Imagine saving just $1 and change each day. That's $365 a year, and that's just from the loose change. Rule 2. Soap end savings. Moving on to our second tip, let's talk about soap ends. Most of us throw them away once they become too small, but not Grandma. She would gather these ends, soften them in warm water, and create a new bar of soap. This method might seem a bit peculiar, but it extends the life of your soap bars and saves you a few dollars along the way. Rule 3. Sweater saving moths. Our third rule focuses on clothing care. Grandma knew that mothballs could ruin her woolens, so she used natural deterrents like cedar or lavender. This tip is not only cost-effective, but also environment-friendly, as these natural options don't carry the toxic ingredients found in chemical mothballs. Rule 4. Paper bags as book covers. Tip number 4 is about book care. Instead of purchasing expensive book covers, Grandma used to make her own with paper grocery bags. It's a practical, cost-effective solution to protect books from wear and tear, extending their lifespan significantly. Rule 5. Homemade cleaning supplies. Next, let's discuss cleaning supplies. Many store-bought cleaners come with a hefty price tag, not to mention they're filled with harmful chemicals. Grandma would often make her own cleaners using ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, and lemon. Not only is this less expensive, but it's also healthier for your home and the environment. Rule 6. Canned food as decor. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. On to rule number 6. Have you ever thought about using canned food as decor? Grandma did. She'd showcase her colorful home-canned fruits, pickles, and jams in her kitchen. It's a fun, economical way to add a splash of color to your kitchen and save on storage space and decorative items. Rule 7. Toothbrush reuse. Rule number 7 revolves around reusing and repurposing. Old toothbrushes, for example, are excellent tools for cleaning hard-to-reach places. Grandma knew this and gave her old toothbrushes a second life as cleaning tools, saving on expensive specialty cleaning tools. Rule 8. Sewing and darning. The 8th rule takes us back to a time when clothes weren't as disposable as they are today. Instead of throwing away worn-out clothes, Grandma would mend them, sew them, and darn them. It's a simple practice that saved money, reduced waste, and cherished the resources and effort put into making the clothes. Rule 9. Heirloom seeds. Next, let's talk about gardening. Instead of purchasing new seeds every planting season, Grandma saved and traded heirloom seeds from her garden. It's an economical way to maintain your garden and promote biodiversity. Plus, these seeds often produce healthier and tastier crops. Rule 10. Fireplace ashes. The 10th rule is about utilizing waste productively. Grandma never let even the ashes from the fireplace go to waste. She used them in her garden to enrich the soil. This saved her money on expensive fertilizers and improved the health of her plants. Rule 11. Cooking with leftovers. Moving on, let's discuss the culinary arts. Leftovers were never thrown out in Grandma's kitchen. Instead, she'd create entirely new dishes from them, ensuring zero food waste and saving on grocery bills. Rule 12. Reusable gift wrap. Rule number 12 involves gifting. Instead of buying new gift wrap every time, Grandma often used fabric scraps to wrap presents. Not only does this save money and reduce waste, but it also adds a personal touch to each gift. Rule 13. DIY clothing patches. Our 13th tip focuses on clothing care. When a garment suffered a tear or a hole, Grandma didn't rush to buy a new one. She'd use interesting patches to mend the damage, saving money and giving the garment a new, unique look. Rule 14. Homemade beauty products. Let's move on to beauty care. Instead of splurging on expensive creams and lotions, Grandma concocted her own beauty products using natural ingredients like aloe vera, honey, and olive oil. It's a natural, cost-effective alternative to expensive beauty products. Rule 15, energy-saving habits. Our final rule is about energy conservation. Grandma was well aware of the importance of saving energy. Simple habits like turning off lights when leaving a room or sun-drying clothes instead of using a dryer were a part of her daily routine. These small changes may seem insignificant, but can lead to significant savings on your energy bills. If you found this video interesting and helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content.